I'm going to play a game where I have flashcards, names of things within the game that you may or may not know.
I'm not good at math.
It's a special edition of the EverQuest Show where we ask,
how do you say that?
I'm gonna get every pronunciation wrong.
The EverQuest Show calls for aid.
And these are my EverQuest pronunciations.
Smash that like button!
I'm on top of the world, now I'm living. And the good just gets better, keeps it giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah. Celebrate life and get excited about good times and good living. Come on, shout it out. Hey! Take it up, take it over, take it out of control. Today I'm freeing my soul and now you got me singing, oh, hey, oh.
Welcome to this special edition of the EverQuest Show. I'm Fading here in the EverQuest Show studios. And over the last 12 episodes or so, the EverQuest Show has tried to answer some very important questions about Norrath. But probably the most important of all is, how do you say that? So for this special, we're putting together all of the Say What segments, along with a few that were never aired. And I saved one of the most controversial for this special. Think you know what it is?
S-O-W, so.
oh, so, okay.
I say so.
Pronounced so.
So, as in sewing.
So,
So.
So,
So.
Sow.
Come on.
No, it's gotta be so. We're gonna go to blows
So.
over that one. It's
There's a couple in here that'll burn the internet down, I say.
What do you say, Sal?
I would say Sal.
no sow in that one.
We always called it so.
I would like a sow, please.
Sow or any other variation just sounds incredibly weird to me.
Sow.
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 Spirit of wolf.
Otherwise known as so.
A shirt that's like got so. Do you say got sow?
Yeah, I'd probably say Sal. I probably would say Sal.
I've always just said sow.
I would always say sow.
The appropriate way to pronounce that. So how do you pronounce all of the famous places around Norrath?
So how do you say that?
Qeynos.
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 Everybody's always going to give you trouble about Qeynos.
That's another one that I pronounced wrong. Who comes up with these names?
This one's easy, Qeynos.
Qeynos, right?
Qeynos.
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 Qeynos, Sony EQ.
Co-creators of EverQuest, Brad McQuaid and Steve Clover, they both say that it is Qeynos.
That makes sense to me.
My fiance says Qeynos, but I say Qeynos.
Qeynos! Yay!
Luclin.
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 Oh God.
Luclin.
Luclin.
No, there is no Luclin in there. That is only Luclin. It's not Luclin. There's no luck.
Luclin.
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 Just saying, I pronounced it that way until I got this job.
Luclin sounds dirty though.
I say Luclin.
Luclin. Or is it Luclin?
Definitely not Luclin.
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 Oh, Luclin, although I used to say Luclin.
My family pronounced it Luclin.
Luclin, because it's lucky.
Luclin. Luclin.
Luclin.
Probably not the technically correct way of saying it.
I've always just said Luclin.
That's my least favorite expansion.
I'm not putting that in the show.
Velius.
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 Velios.
Velios.
Some people say Velios.
Velius.
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 Scars of Elias.
Velius.
That's when we introduced flying.
Oh, God.
And had to go back to every single zone we made.
One of the many things we could do and go back and not do.
Najena.
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 I don't pronounce that. That's a bad word.
Najena. Najena. It's one of the first bosses I think I actually ran into.
Spent a lot of time in that zone.
Najena.
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 Nah, Gina.
Najena.
Najena's the one that I hear the most, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Najena.
Oh, that's how you pronounce it? Oh. Yeah, I knew that all the time.
At least that's how I say it.
I still have no idea how to pronounce this one.
Ykesha.
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 Warlord Ykesha.
Ykesha.
Ykesha or Ykesha.
Ykesha!
Ykesha. I think it was Ykesha.
Ykesha.
Ykesha, short sort of the Ykesha.
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 I could also go with Ykesha.
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 Ykesha?
That was a fun expansion.
I've heard Ykesha before, but I think Ykesha just sounds cooler.
It's the yak.
How would you say that word?
Lceanium.
Lceanium?
Lceanium.
Lceanium?
Lceanium.
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 That just seems like the nicest sounding pronunciation to me.
Oh, I would say Lceanium.
Lceanium in the membranium.
Lceanium.
Lceanium. That one, I don't know.
Is this a word?
I do not know that one.
Maybe the C is silent.
I'm not even trying.
Lceanium, and I worked on that. The gods of EverQuest, they play a very important role in the lore of Norrath. But if you're going to appeal to a deity, you got to know how to pronounce their name. Most of you know that the gods of EverQuest are just anagrams of what they represent. But how do you say their names?
So how do you say that?
All of these names are just imaginary.
I learn most of it when they tell me how to say it.
Whatever you thought in your brain.
I have no idea.
I honestly don't know that one. At least that's how I say it.
So we'll start maybe with the Z's and go upward.
Zabuxaruk.
Zabuxaruk.
Zaboxaruk.
Zabuxaruk.
Zabuxaruk.
Yeah.
Zeeb.
Zabuxaruk.
Is that dead, or did he come back to life?
I don't know.
He had a chain which was impossible to animate.
Just not a god anymore.
We've worked with him a little bit.
Just on vacation.
To be determined.
But I did his cast, spun him up around like a helicopter.
When you had to really squeeze it in.
Yeah, I
there,
know.
I'm
It's like, how do I make these letters really thin to get them all on one card?
Xegony.
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 Xegony. Yeah.
That's the one that my guildies tease me because I always make it Xegony.
I've heard X on G. I've heard some bad ones on that one.
Xenogy.
Because of the soft G and oxygen.
Oxygen. What? Oh my god.
That's also GIF.
In EQ1, I animated her. They made her 200 feet tall, so when you fight her, you're just looking up at her underwear.
Tunare.
Tunare.
That's my deity. I have to say that one right.
Tunare.
Tunare was Tunare for the ever.
Tunare.
Devs are divided on some of these too.
You get a whole lot of Tunare.
I can't get away from that sort of Latin reference.
They're a council of wraith. I animated them in EQ1.
Wraith Council.
I've always gone with Wrath.
Wrath.
I was always a wrath.
I said Wrath before I got the job.
Wraith, Wrath, Wrathy.
They were made of wood.
Tree folk.
They died, they just fell, and the architect goes, no, that looks terrible. So I had to make it a little different.
How did you change it?
I think he crumpled up and shriveled up a little bit.
Erolisimar.
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 My favorite goddess.
I have made so many things for Erolisimar Day.
Gotta love, yeah.
Valentine's kind of stuff.
We had her in EverQuest Online Adventures as well.
Yeah, Valentine's Day, yeah.
Exy. Easy.
EC. I don't know.
If I had to pronounce it, it would be ECI, I guess.
For some reason, a squid's coming into my head.
Do you know what that's an anagram of?
Ice.
Okay.
Oh, it's ice backwards.
Quellius.
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 Qeynos.
Oh, she's that little blonde goddess.
The idea of there being a goddess that was a child.
I didn't have anything to do with it. Drenial, I did an EQ2.
Drenial.
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 I say Drenial.
He's cool. He's just with a dog dude.
He looked amazing.
So cool. One of the coolest gods.
Jackal God.
There was a good version and a bad version.
Drenial, I hear a lot as well.
Never heard that one.
Drenial.
Never heard that one.
They're wrong.
Nathan McCall. I love the fact that we got to show him in game. He really pushed for Drenial to get put into EverQuest II.
Drenial, I made you out of clay.
Our engine didn't like that.
His zone was awesome.
Yeah,
Ask Carlos about people hated the elevators. But
Okay, wait, hold on.
Do more boss fights on
Yeah, oh
elevators.
god.
It was crashing the whole zone and everybody who was connected to that zone.
In Gates of Discord, we really didn't have enough plat to buy a vowel, apparently, and what we were left with was a jumbled mess of consonants on a new continent.
I was responsible for the naming conventions. Like, I thought I was super intellectual. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna do hard consonants and stuff. And, you know, I did.
So that was your idea.
I very rarely take credit for it, but yes.
I actually
will
like
own
the
that.
names. I like that it was a full convention.
Right, and the Telosians were sort of more, you know, more soft consonants and vowels and stuff. And I had documentation that said, like, here's the suggestions. And you give that to some smart-ass designer who's like, I'm going to put 900 consonants in a row then, and then does it, and you saw the outcome.
Ykesha?
Ykesha.
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 Ykesha. That one I don't know.
I literally had to think, I thought I had it upside down at first.
Oh, I
Ykesha.
Ooh, Kvik?
Quivik.
I say Kivik.
Quivik?
Cubic.
Cubic?
Kivik.
Quvik.
Gotta put extra letters in there.
Let's just add some more vowels. Vexed.
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 Vexed?
Vexed.
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 Vexed?
I had a really hard time pronouncing a lot of things in Gates of Discord.
When we developed these at the time, I'm like, yeah, I could totally pronounce that.
You're gonna really bring them out.
Ooh, Tvexu.
Texvu.
I say Texu as well.
That's a weird one.
Tixevu.
Texevus.
Texuvu.
This is like an eye test. Xvu. TXEVU.
Zebu.
Oh, the T is silent.
Yeah, because, I mean, can anyone say that, really?
Zevu.
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 She drinks a lot.
Thank you so much for watching this special edition of the recap episode of the EverQuest Show. And I know a lot of you have some comments or maybe some disagreements with Sao or Luclin. And yes, that's how I say them. Make sure you comment below. Click subscribe while you're here. We'll have a lot more new content for the EverQuest Show that is coming soon. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much, man. We love the show.
See you in Norrath.
Smash that like button.
Sometimes we don't want to still, we gotta chase our dreams, reach up and reach high, because we're gonna pull through and give it all we got, even though it can seem hard to catch and make it happen, but we can't start sliding, come on.